Our very special guests, we have Lisa Ford, as we said, owner of Invent Your Image, and also co-founder of Charity Chics, along with Karen Gillman. So great to see both of you again, two of my friends. And then meeting for the first time, Carol Locicero Klein, who is the local founder and coordinator of End 68 Hours of Hunger. And that's really what we want to get into today, ladies, because this is an important endeavor, especially here in our Tampa Bay community.
Thank you.
Tell us what End 68 Hours of Hunger is all about.
End 68 is about feeding hungry school children in Tampa right now. And so the 68 comes from the 68 hours between their free lunch at school on Friday and their free breakfast on Monday. So that's what we do, is we get food to them for the weekends.
How long has this been going on here in the Tampa Bay area?
About 3.5 years.
Oh, that's amazing. And there's such a high need for it, too. I didn't realize how many children in our local community don't have food, don't have breakfast in the morning, and don't have money to buy lunch.
Right. It's stunning.
And Carol, what are some of the reasons why you're finding that these kids don't have food?
Well, there are a lot of different reasons. Some of them are children of two working parents, but they're making minimum wage and they just can't feed their entire family. Some are being raised by grandmother or grandfather that needs help. We have high school kids who are literally on their own, and so they just don't have anybody to look out for them. There's just a wide range of needs. Some of them are special needs children who also have, are living in poverty, and some of them are homeless kids.
So we're checking out your Facebook page right now, End 68 Hours of Hunger Tampa. And what can people do if they'd like to help out? What's the easiest thing you can do?
The easiest thing you could do is donate, and you can do that from our Facebook page. There's a donate button there. Make sure you find End 68 Hours of Hunger Tampa, because there are other chapters. We always need volunteers, people who are willing to pack, deliver food to the schools on Fridays, people who are willing to do food drives, get out the word, all those things.
Everything helps. And it also helps when you have Charity Chics who have become a big part of this. So that's where, Lisa, you come in. And so tell us how Charity Chics became involved with End 68 Hours of Hunger.
Well, I think I'm going to pass it right over to my dear friend Karen to let you know our mission and how we got involved.
So I first heard about End 68 Hours of Hunger about 3 years ago. And Charity Chics supports local charities. Most of them are women and children based. And at one of the meetings, Lisa told us about Carol and their friendship. And Carol came in and shared about the mission of End 68 Hours of Hunger. And when I heard about these kids leaving school on a Friday afternoon and basically eating very little until they came back to school on Monday morning, it literally brought me to tears. It just broke my heart, because all I could imagine is if something happened to me as a mom and it were my children and someone wasn't there to care for them and to make sure that they had their meals over the weekend so that they were ready to go back on Monday morning, I honestly couldn't think of anything else for the next 3 days. And it really pulled on my heartstrings, and I knew that it was something that we wanted to get behind and support in any which way that we could. But one of the great things about Charity Chics is that when these women get together and they kick up their heels, not only do they want to have a good time, but it's really about supporting the cause. And the Charity Chics have done a great job rallying behind Carol and her mission. Several go in weekly and volunteer to stock the food pantry, to fill the backpacks, and to make sure that those backpacks are packed and ready to go, so that when the volunteers come and pick them up, they bring them out to the schools, and those kids are going home with full bags of food. And a couple of times a year, we do not only a food drive, so that at each one of our offices, we put out boxes and collect food to bring to Carol's organization. And then a couple of times throughout the year, we do different fundraising things where we can raise funds so that we can donate money to them so that they can go to Publix and do the buy one, get one, etc.
Wow. Well, first of all, I love the name Charity Chics. I think that's
Isn't that
an
fun?
amazing name. Yes. And where
So
can we
cute.
find out more information about Charity Chics, and how can people get more involved?
Sure. You could go to charitychics.com, drop the K, after Chics. It's CHICS, so charitychics.com. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/charitychicks. And again, remember to kick off that K. And when you see those red heels and you see a bunch of fabulous women having a great time, you know you're on the right page.
We're looking at that right now. It looks like you do have a good time and enjoy giving back. And so how did you come up with this?
Oh, wow. I'll make it very short. Kind of on a bar napkin. Actually, we were at lunch.
Wow.
We weren't having any drinks or anything. But Karen and I met in a very unique way at a seminar we had to take to sell this makeup line. And I sat in the front row, and I didn't see anyone particularly that I wanted to sit. And then the 6-foot beautiful blonde at the time walks in and sits right down next to me. And that's when our relationship began. Actually, Memorial Day weekend, 11 years ago.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's awesome.
I have a question.
Yes,
Because
go
you're
for it.
dealing-
Pat has a question for
you're-
you.
Well, they don't have headphones, so they're going to probably.
Oh.
Yeah. You can ask them. Because they're doing Hillsborough County Schools, is there a teacher involved in this in the Locicero family?
Is there a teacher involved in your family? In the
In the
Locicero?
Locicero?
Oh, no, not in my family, but there are a lot of Lociceros in Tampa.
Yes, I know
So
that.
maybe,
There are some
you know,
male
local
and female Locicero teachers, and I thought that's how it got started in Hillsborough County.
No, but you're right. Yeah, and you know what? Pat knows everybody, so he's always got a connection to someone.
Well, I'm actually making the Sicily pilgrimage this summer for the first time.
Are you really? Oh my gosh, that's so nice. That'll be amazing. So we're going to get into, well, it's funny, we're going in this direction because all three of you, in addition to your charitable work that you do here in the community, all three of you have very interesting things you do outside of just giving back. So we'll get into a little bit of your professional lives, if you don't mind, as well. And Gina, you, I know, do so much giving back too with Humane Society.
Yeah, that's what actually that's what the party was for last night for the Humane Society. I didn't get to that part, but I do believe in just bringing a bunch of women together. I mean, women have so much fun when they get together and have drinks and food. Why not raise money for great causes? So I think it's great you guys do that.
Awesome. We'd love to have you sometime.
Thank you. I'd love to.
Well, we'll be back with more on Mindset Matters, brought to you by Italiano Insurance.